What's up, guys? Soom here, and I've got my the chain beat deck I just took to Fargo, North Dakota regionals. Um, Sadly, didn't do too well. I hate to be the person to make excuses, but I practiced so much for the meta matchups. I had Girge Karakuri, Hieratics, Mermail, Fire Fist especially at my locals, and the team that we went up there with, and I didn't see any of them. The deck is still very versatile, but just the rogue matchups really screwed with me. I don't think I faced anything meta. Let me see if I got my notebook here. Actually, round one for if I remember exactly, I had Fire Fists or Fire Kings. Let me see exactly. Round one, I went 0-2 against Fire Kings. Round two, I went 2-1 against Hieratic Rulers. Actually got him really good. Except for game three, he actually absolutely wrecked me in that one. But round one, I lost. But I got him really low, so that was pretty good. Round two, he upstarted me twice and then did 400 damage, and I pretty much beat him down with a rabbit. Round three was actually pretty much a give. It was a... Sorry, I bumped the camera. It was pretty much a give. It was a Violon combo deck. He showed me his ideal hand after we were done, and it was a really cool combo, but he just couldn't get it off. Round four, I had Elemental Dragons, like a plant dragon build. Actually went 2-1 against that one, but I did win. Just the way I can side against something like that is pretty easy. Round five, I went against Spellbooks. Went 0-2 against them too. And then I think round six was Chaos Piper, which totally threw me off. And really, I have all these answers. It's like I side deck 2 Banishers. Like a lot of the decks I lost against would have really helped. I side deck 2 Banishers. I have Macro and Defish in the main. I just didn't see anything, which is, I don't know. I built the deck well and I know how to play it, but it just kind of failed me. But anyway, we'll get to the list. Trying out a new setup using my iPhone, just to get better camera quality. For the monsters, we've got 3. Here, let me get them in frame. 3 wind-up rabbits. This is weird because the camera's like right in front of me. 3 wind-up rabbits. Of course, he has actually become the boss. Aside, taking the place of the Thunderbird. Wind-up rabbit just because it's more easily bounceable because you can just do it whenever. He really has put in the most work. I actually was able to borrow, and I'm going to see if I can keep it. One of my friends went to Nats last year, and he got a wind-up rabbit signed by, I think it's Dave Dunst, the voice actor for Pegasus. I made a point of using the Pega Bunny a lot, and he won me a lot of games. So, but yes, we have the 3 rabbits and the 2 Thunderbirds. I actually cut 1 Thunderbird. I'll show you later. For a card. I'm not missing the 3rd Thunderbird, so we're running 2 Trap Trickster Mellow. It's really nice because it adds so much more consistency to the deck. The Trap Hole engine is a lot better. Before I had put these 2 in, I was running like Black Horns and other monster answers, but the fact that they're searchable just adds so much more consistency to the deck, and it helps you open with more traps faster. For a couple 1-ups, we're running 1 Fire Fist Bear. I'm only running 1 Bear, 2 Tenki, which I know is really weird. When Tenki went to 3, everyone was like, why do you only run 2 Tenki? It's just, I guess, a player preference. It's what I tested out, and it worked really well. It's a good balance in the deck. And I don't know. I only have 4 targets for Tenki, so 2 seems pretty good. And then 1 Thunder King Ryo. This is actually a very recent addition. I think the week before regionals I added it in. Thunder King is just really good right now. And then to round off the monsters, we have 2 card Ds. Again, just adding consistency to the deck. Aside from him, I only have 9 monsters in main deck, so it just, again, drawing into what you need. A lot of times I'll open up card car and a good amount of traps, and I'll just play card car, say go. So again, it just a lot of the deck build is based on searching, drawing. It's really necessary for how the deck runs. For spells, we are running triple Black Garden. I think I almost did a profile on it, but at one point I had taken Black Garden out of the main for MSTs. That was a dumb move. Black Garden really puts in a lot of work. It just really, it's a floodgate for almost any deck, and just really punishes and slows down the meta right now. There's like I would side it out for Bujin. I never saw it, but otherwise it really just hurts. They were running 2 Tenki, again, as I mentioned before, to complement the bear. The only reason I'm actually running a bear is because Tenki clogs. Bear is really nice for spot removal, but again, Tenki, just more consistency since I run the 3 rabbits, and it is pretty crucial to the deck. Just being able to search them is pretty nice. Then we have 3 duality, again, more consistency. And a deck like this can easily run 3 duality without any repercussions. Then we have the 1 main deck Defige, the 1 Aguero Oscuro Dark Hole, and 1 Book of Moon. It's actually really glad I got this from a vendor at the regionals. I was borrowing a Dark Hole before. So that's it for the spells. The rest of the deck is traps. If I remember, it's 11 monsters, 11 spells, and 18 traps. So start with our trap holes. We got 2 of the regular ones, 1 bottomless, and 1 void. Again, these are searchable, so it's really nice. And most of the deck is monster answers. So we got the trap hole lineup there. Again, trap hole is actually really good this format with Bujins and Fire Fist, really relying on the normal summon along with Girgia Karakiri. The 1 bottomless because it is bottomless. The void is again for more like Marmails, Fire Kings, and stuff like that. 1 compulse, evacuation device, and then 2 escape device. Essentially, these are 2 more copies of the 1 limited card. In this deck, you can either target a bunny and then bounce the bunny before this resolves, or you can target a token and get a trouble monster off the field. A lot of the times I actually really like this because it puts it back in the deck. A lot of people these days are taking out evac because putting it back in the hand really doesn't do much anymore, at least with what's running around. So putting it in the deck is actually really nice too. We're running 2 Phoenix Chains, and I actually forgot to mention, great part about escape device is that it doesn't target, so there is a bonus on that. We're running 2 Phoenix Chains. Again, it's really good this format, just stopping bears and anything like that. I actually kind of wish I had breakthroughs. I just couldn't get a hold of them because of cost, but it's still really nice. 1 torrent and then 2 needle ceilings. Again, same with the compulse trio. Needle Ceiling in this deck is just another 2 copies of the limited card, the torrent. Needle Ceiling is almost always live with Black Garden on the field, so it's very rarely dead, and it's good mass removal. And then we've got 2 Mirror Force. Again, it's Mirror Force that's pretty good. I kind of miss that it isn't chainable, which is also a bonus with Needle Ceiling. Then we're running 2 7 tools. This was actually a last minute addition on the drive up there. I resolved it once on a Game 2 Royal Decree. Otherwise, it was really dead. I debating even just putting it into the side. Whenever I had it, I wish it was just a Mirror Force or a Mystical Space Typhoon. It didn't do what I wish it could have done. I mean, a lot of people are running it because that's more of an aggro deck and they fear back row. And with upstarts running around, it's pretty much free. But again, I'm just thinking about getting rid of it, just because with my monsters, I don't really fear back row. It doesn't hurt me that much. And just to round off the deck, we have 1 Solemn Warning and 1 Macrocosmos. We'll go to the side. Let's see, we got double Banisher of the Radiance. Again, just running any meta kind of stuff. It doesn't hurt me. Banishers will always be a really good card. I know just the Fire Fist guy I was running up with for the Mermail matchup, and because he really hates his Bujin matchup, he was side decking 3 in a Fire Fist deck, mind you. It does hurt them a little bit, but Banish is just such a good card in the meta right now that he was siding the 3. We have 3 side MSTs, more of a counter side, because I do fear Skill Drain and Decree, but it is also good against Fire Fists and Mermails and such. I'm thinking about making space, taking out the 2 7 tolls and maybe another card in the main for those. We got 2 Vanity's Emptiness, again, Meta Hate, and 1 Soul Drain. Just Fire Kings, Mermails, Bujins, stuff like that. It's actually, it's kind of sad that it's still 1, but I don't know, I guess they had to do so. It just hurts so many things. It's really nice. We're setting 2 Voids and 1 Trap Hole, pretty much interchangeable with the main deck counterparts. If I'm facing like Bujin, Fire Fist, Giri, etc., I'll side out the Void for another trap, for another regular Trap Hole. Anything like Mermails, etc., I'll side in the 2 Voids over the regular Trap Holes. Then we're citing 2 Mistakes. This is a really recent change. I was sitting down trying to figure out. I have Floodgates for most of the meta, but I really didn't have anything for Fire Fist. This does hurt me a little bit, but I actually usually side out my Tenki engine whenever I get this in. The dualities are pretty negligible in that case. But again, with Fire Fists are really reliant on their Tenki searches, on their dualities. So this really does hurt. And you know, in case I get like a Spellbook matchup or Mermails, like I don't know. Depending on the build of Mermails, there is the current American Hoban build is more based on special summoning and stuff like that. There is a Berlin build running around where it is really reliant on searching and stuff like that. So this can also work with those too. And then kind of to complement the mistakes, I've got 2 Mind Crush. I was actually main decking them for a little bit, and it did put in some work. But I had taken them out for the 7 tools, which didn't really do their jobs. But then we'll go on to the extra. I'm technically only running 14 as I had a placeholder in there. I was running 1 Tiger King, even though I can't make it, just to have it on the top of my extra deck. Most of my matchups, I would just like sit down with the extra deck, be like, bam. They would see the Tiger King on there, and then a lot of times I would go first turn Tenki Bear, set 4, and they thought it was Fire Fist. I really didn't go into the extra deck too much. Let's see, round 3, I did get to make a crazy box because he dropped a Skill Drain on me. I think I went Black Ship just to get over something because it doesn't destroy. I never went Marrowgeist, but it was in there for the Mermail matchup. A lot of, again, with the current Berlin build, they'll actually sit on a landed attack position, and Marrowgeist would just nullify that. We got 1 Honor Arc. I never went that, but I probably should have during the Fire King matchup. It would have saved me a lot of trouble. 1 Diamond Dyer. He always puts in work. Just being able to get a free pop with the bunny helps a lot. I actually went Maestro a lot when I wanted to clear the field, but I didn't I only had like a Thunderbird, or I didn't even have a Thunderbird. I had one case where it was like a bear and a Murmillo, and I wanted to like clear their side of the field, but I didn't want to lose advantage, so I went my stroke and was able to keep a little bit of field at that point. One Ophion, it's very rare that I can make him, but sometimes I can, so he's in there. One Dweller, I actually went Dweller against Dark Worlds, and it helped me out a little bit there. One Roach, never went. Just again, my matchups were a little weird. One Cowboy, actually never went to him because it would always be there at like 13. So, dang. No, my computer, it doesn't even matter. I'm just recording with this. But yeah, I never went Cowboy just because they were always at like 14 or so, 14, 13, and I just had a rabbit on field, so I just attacked for game the next turn. One Acid Golem, again, he is there for skill drain matchups, but with my rabbits being my only threes, I never did. One Soul of the Silver Mountain, again, recent addition. Never went, but he is I was testing on the drive up there against Fire Fists, and I went Soul, locked one of their face downs, which did hold him for a little bit, but also he's got 2200 defense, which is a really good wall. We stalled out, and I actually ended up taking the game, so it worked out really well. He also has, I think he recycles rabbits. When it destroys opponent's monster by battle, while it has a material, you can add or special summon an earth monster in face down defense position. It's mainly like it's really good in Gyrias, but it's a really fun tech just because it's a Gyoku on legs and it recycles my rabbits. Well, Navier, I never went him. Oh, maybe I did. I don't quite recall. I think I tried to pull some shenanigans with. I just overlaid a couple rabbits. I had a level 4 on field. I wanted to grab one of his level 4s so I could make a Cowboy, but he ended up just getting rid of the Levier. Then one Fortune Tune. It is still a pretty good defensive card. Recycles rabbits. Eddie, between him and Soul, just being able to recycle the rabbits is really good. So that's it for that. Again, my other one was just a Tiger King. Pretty much just a space holder. This deck is so weird with the extra deck. It has to have that versatility, but I very rarely go into it, so it's hard to find things that I need to put in here. But that is the deck. We're going a little long. I'm sorry about that, but there was a lot to talk about. I'm debating on this deck. I don't know. I hate to do it, but I blame my matchups. I did do a few misplays because it was my first regionals and there were nerves. But I don't know. I'm looking into other ideas. So I'm going to wait on the ban list and see what that does. I don't think it'll hit this, but it is going to affect the meta. So I need to react accordingly. I have a few other decks that I'm looking into just to be versatile. Have more things going on. I had some ideas before, but I had kind of put them on the back burner so I could practice this deck accordingly. Yeah, I hope you guys like this. I've got locals tomorrow night, and I'm going to get a few profiles there. I might do more than my usual Thursday upload. When I say tomorrow, I'm going to be uploading this on Thursday, but my locals were Tuesday. So I'm going to try and see. I don't know. We try to keep to a schedule, but I'll try to do a few more uploads this week just to have all the profiles from the team. We actually had a Bujin take 13th, Murmils take 14th, and Firefist take 15th out of the group that went up there. So I'm going to try to get each one of those that really represents the current meta. But yeah, as always, check out Yu-Gi-Oh! Prices. Really good site. Again, I always hype up the apps because that's what I really use. I think if you search for James Penguin on the App Store, you'll see everything he's created. He's got stuff for Vanguard and Magic and all that too. Check out our Twitch. I'll just do the usual of like, comment, subscribe, follow, and follow. And also, I think it's also follow on Facebook, or you can like the page. And as always, this has been Swimming of the Yugicast. Again, I hope you like the profile. I put a lot of work into this. Baby's first regionals, you know. Had a lot of fun and everything. But anyway, I'll see you guys in another video. Talk to you later.